Hi, Raymond. How are you doing today?
Liking that head shave, Ray. Like that. Shaq.
He does resemble Shaq.
Okay. Not as tall.
Not as much money.
Right. And these girls went all out. That's a magnet.
Oh,
So you can't
that's
see it.
nice. Yeah. Yeah. We should just start. Okay. Okay, everyone, could please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And if you would please remain standing in a moment of silence for our fallen, those in the plane crash, also for the retired Deputy Sheriff Pete Pizzullo, Pilot Joe Maxon, Pilot Tim Blake, and the Weller family. It's with heartfelt loss that we hold a moment of silence for the fallen. Thank you. Please stay standing for the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Okay, thank you, everyone. Again, on behalf of the commissioners, very tragic event that happened at the airport this past Sunday, and it hits close to home. And I think that we all need to count our blessings and say prayers for those families that are experiencing the loss and the grief that goes along with it. Madam Clerk, roll, please.
Mr. Bernard,
Here.
Mr. Malloy,
Here.
Mr. Hernandez.
Here.
Item number 1 is to dispense with reading the minutes of the workshop session dated June 24th, 2025, and the regular meeting dated June 27th, 2025, and accept and approve the video recordings of both meetings as the official meeting minutes.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 2 is to approve the bills.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 3 is to accept the donation of $360 from Trumbull County Auditor Martha Yoder to be deposited into the fund as listed and intended to reimburse the auditor's office for expenses for legal services and disbursements provided by Isaac Wiles, Burkholder and Miller, LLC, from May 1st, 2025 through May 31st, 2025, for the Court of Appeals of Ohio 11th District, case number 2025-T-0024.
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 4 is to adopt a resolution declaring it necessary to levy a renewal tax in excess of the 10 mil limitation to supplement such general fund appropriations at the same rate as the existing levy pursuant to RC 5705.24 for the purpose of the support of children's services and the care and placement of children in Trumbull County, Ohio, at a rate not exceeding 2 mils for each $1 of taxable value for a period of 5 years, commencing in 2026, first due in calendar year 2027, and to direct the clerk of this board to certify a copy of the resolution to the Trumbull County Auditor with the request that said auditor certify to this board all information described in RC 5705.03.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, and with discussions and commissioners, I know you agree with this. This is a very important job for CSEA and also for the children of Trumbull County who receive these funds. This is a major part of their funding. It is a renewal. There's no additional taxes that are levied from this. So I'm sure the commissioners would agree that this is very important and that we would urge our residents to search their hearts and vote yes on this levy. Thank you.
Just as a note, it's for Children's Services, not CSEA. Children's.
Oh, I'm
Services.
sorry, Children's Services, right?
Item number 5 is to authorize the Board of Commissioners clerk to advertise for sealed bids for the year 2025 road rehabilitation program. The year 2025 road rehabilitation program consists of the rehabilitation and surface treatment of Stroop Hickox Road from Hazelcraft Road to State Route 88 and Hoffman Norton Road from the Farmington number 12 bridge north of Hazelcraft Road to State Route 88 in Farmington Township.
Motion to approve?
Second the motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 6 is to concur with the county engineer to close the following roadway as listed: Perkins Jones Road, County Highway 149 in Bezetta Township. Closing date Monday, July 14th, 2025 through Friday, September 19th, 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 7 is to concur with the county engineer to grant the right-of-way permits requested by the companies and resident as listed: Enbridge Gas Ohio, ASW Pipeline LLC, JB Forestry LLC, and Heather Baratel.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 8 is to concur with the county engineer to grant the special hauling permit to haul steel coils requested by the company listed: J-Road Transportation Services, Inc.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 9 is to concur with the county engineer to grant the special annual supplier fleet permit for fleet vehicles requested by the company listed: Oscar Brugman Sand and Gravel, Inc.
Motion to approve?
I'll second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 10 is to award the lowest responsive and responsible bid as submitted by Faust Construction, Inc. for the TRU Belmont Avenue Sidewalks Phase 2, Project ID 116-846 in the amount of $112,096.60, and to enter into a contract with Faust Construction for said project. Project includes the construction of concrete sidewalks, curb ramps, and crosswalks along the west side of Belmont Avenue, State Route 193, between State Route 304 and Giant Eagle.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 11 is to approve change order number 2 for the primary contract with Pollard Land Services, Inc. for the Scoville Drive Sanitary Sewer Improvements Project number 5-S-16. Change order number 2 is a net reduction of $20,894, reducing the total contract amount to $654,711 as a result of the final calculations of quantities for the primary contract.
Motion to approve?
Second that.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item number 12 is to approve change order number 4 as submitted by Phillips Secanic Architecture, Inc. for the construction of the Trumbull County Engineers Office project located at 650 North River Road in Warren and contracted by DeSalvo Construction. Change order number 4 is for an increase of $1,726.72, revising the total contract amount to $1,018,901.72. Change order number 4 is necessary as it was determined that additional drywall was required in the second floor janitor closet and first floor restroom to accommodate the HVAC ductwork as listed.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 13 is to notify the Ohio Department of Liquor Control that a public hearing is not requested on the following new liquor permit applications. These are all three are pilots. The first one is Class 1 and C1 and 2 Pilot Travel Centers LLC, doing business as Mr. Fuel, number 732 in Weathersfield Township. Next, Pilot Travels Centers LLC, doing business as Pilot Travel Center 281, and that's for a Class C1 in Weathersfield Township. And Pilot Travel Center LLC, doing business as Pilot Travel Center 697, Class C1 in Hubbard Township.
Motion to approve.
Second the motion?
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 14 is to enroll accounts on behalf of Trumbull County into the Trumbull County Natural Gas Aggregation Program with Constellation New Energy Gas Division, effective with the August 2025 gas flow and ending with the March 2026 billing cycle at a fixed rate of 3.99 per MCF to the burner tip for the purchase of natural gas for county departments as listed.
Motion to approve?
I'll second the motion.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes.
Item 15 is to amend Commissioners' regular meeting dated February 12th, 2025, item number 23 that read, to award contracts per RFP 2024-01 Purchase Transportation. These contracts begin March 1st, 2025 through February 29th, 2028 with a one-year extension. Amendment is necessary due to the letter received by Sunset Transportation requesting to have a minimum charge added to their contract, which is consistent with 3 of the 4 vendors.
Motion to approve?
I'll second.
Mr. Bernard.
Yes.
Mr. Malloy.
Yeah, I thought Mike Solinsky or Mike was going to jump out of his seat there. We
Like
Mr.
Zelensky. Where
and
is he?
like
Oh, and Solomon.
Hernandez.
Yes. Okay. We had a little bit of a brain thing there. I don't know what that was. But that is
we
Mike
tried to keep a
Solomon.
pattern, and we got out.
But I did want to mention, Commissioners, this is what happens when you have a 3-hour workshop. This meeting was 13 minutes with all the agenda items that we had, but yesterday was much different. And when you're doing the work, the commissioners do at the workshops, that's where everything is done in advance of this meeting. I do have a announcement to make. Our next public workshop will not be held due to the fair. There is a ribbon cutting ceremony on July 8th at the fairgrounds, so we will not have a workshop. However, we will hold our next public meeting at the fair on Wednesday, July 9th at 10:30 a.m. That'll be held at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds Historical Stage outside of Gate C. So if you'd like to attend, we will be out at the fairgrounds. We will be there July 8th for the ribbon cutting ceremony. In addition to that, on behalf of the commissioners, prior to the public comment, we want to wish everybody a happy 4th of July and a safe 4th of July. Be careful out there. Also, I'd like to recognize Vienna Township and thank the Cafaro family for the generous donation, as you have read, which provides some emergency services out there, which are much needed. And we feel that was a great gesture on behalf of the Cafaro family. So we're going to move to public comment, commissioners.
One thing I'd like to bring up also, Mr. President, we do invite, as tradition with past boards, all department heads and all judges, elected officials, and trustees, mayors, council members throughout the county to join us at our meeting on Wednesday at the fair. There's a couple things we do at that meeting that we honor our 4-H kids. We also have Ken David will be there, our Congressional Award Medal winner, Medal of Honor winner. will be there to receive a proclamation from us. So that'll be kind of neat for all of our veterans in the county. They can come and see him, shake his hand. And we always like to have a nice mixing of people, a nice gathering of people there to mix with the fair board and kick off the fair in the right way. So department heads are invited, and we hope you join us at the fair next Wednesday,
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner, any comment? before
10:30
public
a.m.
comment? That's at
10:30
10:30,
a.m.
right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're going to move the public comment. If you have a comment, please enter the podium, give us your name and reason for the comment. We have a trustee from Vienna here. I don't know if, trustee, would you like to say? No? Okay. Mike Solomon? Not Slawinski.
Mike Salmo, Trumbull County Transit Administrator. Thank you for passing my agenda item. But the other reason I wanted to just give a quick speech here was yesterday afternoon, we received the 5310 grant awards. So Trumbull County Commissioners will receive $436,162 for 5310.
Fantastic.
So it's $100,000 less than what we have received in the past. Part of that reason is three companies, Antoine Village, Goldenstein Inc., which are out of Mahoney County, both requested vehicles. So again, I've always said this has always been a competitive, and because it's competitive, we don't always get the full amount, but we did get a good chunk of it. And I did receive a letter yesterday from their staff. There was a request of over $1 million for this money. So to tell you,
Yeah, almost half.
yeah, because this is between Mahoney and Trumbull County, but we ended up with, like I said, over 400,000. So just want to let you know that. And Commissioner Hernandez, so what's going to happen is within the next week or two, I'll be looking at your email. I know you do, but be looking at your emails. You're going to get a contract from ODOT that you have to sign.
DocuSign?
DocuSign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Great.
Should be the next couple of weeks. And then we'll go from there. In the fiscal year for this is July 1st to June 30th of next year.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other comments? Ms. Green? No comments? Hello. Raymond? No. Well, commissioners, well, wait a second.
Yeah,
Denny, are you hoarse?
No, I got a quick one. It seems like we'll do a little tidbit for today is skunks. It's a big issue in city of Cortland, and many municipalities now are having problems with skunks. Reason being is all the babies now are weaned. They're out with their parents for the first time, roaming the neighborhoods at night. Baby skunks smell as bad as adult skunks, and actually they are more potent, and they have to be because the skunk's defense mechanism, of course, is spraying that noxious fluid that stops anyone that's trying to eat them. And since the babies are smaller, just like baby snakes, the venom is more potent. The smell is more potent in baby skunks because that's to stop you quicker before you eat them. And they will follow their mother. They'll eat. The best thing you could do is keep all your wood piles, garbage piles, keep it clean, the weeds around your house. If there's no place for them to hang out, no place for them to root around for bugs and insects and worms, then they're not going to be in your yard. Unfortunately, a lot of these baby skunks were born underneath your deck. And until the young are on their own and move off to the woods, you're going to have to deal with them. Dogs, you know, keep your dogs contained because a scared skunk is what's going to cause it to spray. It's a defense mechanism. And Mr. President, do you know what the only animal is that eats a skunk?
Can't even, I have no idea.
Great horned owls.
Oh, is that
So great horned owls are they prey predominantly this time of year on skunks.
right? Jesus.
With
Unbelievable.
skunks also, if you have animals in your yard that are getting your trash, your chimney or whatever, There are nuisance trappers you can call, or you can handle it yourself. Skunks and raccoons that are caught on your property, you cannot take them and just dump them in the park down the road. It's illegal. ODNR laws, if it is removed from your property, it has to be deceased. So if you're going to catch it, the nuisance trapper, just so you know in advance, they're going to have to put the animal down because of raccoon rabies and different diseases that raccoons and skunks will carry. And that's why they drop all the pellets every year. The Department of Health and ODNR drop those pellets in Trumbull County to try to prevent the outbreak of rabies again. So you can't take a raccoon from your property and take it down the city park and let it go. You could be fined for that. Now, possums, they eat ticks. There's ticks a lot of places now, probably more ticks than we've ever had before. If you catch a possum in a trap, roll the trap over, let the possum out. He's doing no harm to you. He's not going to get in your chimney. He's not going to cause damage to your property like the other animals would. Possums are pretty good. They're pretty docile. They're not going to attack anybody. And like I said, they're out there eating ticks all night long. So let the possums go. Welcome them to your property. But the skunks and raccoons, call a nuisance trapper and take care of it. Keep your dog contained, and eventually Mother Nature will send them off into the wild when they grow old enough.
You know, another thing, Commissioner, and I'd like to, because I know underneath your bird feeders, the seed that drops from the bird feeders, those skunks actually go for those seeds. And I know for a fact, because there's raccoons and they squirt on the raccoon, they fight for the seed, or maybe they feel threatened. But I personally had a problem with that because I smelled something. It must have come through a vent or something, and here the skunk sprayed on the raccoon. And it lasted for quite a while.
You could tell if there was a battle in your yard last night when you get up in the morning and you smell the after results of what went on in your yard. So that is their defense mechanism. And leave them alone. They're not going to hurt you. Don't chase them. Don't let your dogs chase them. If your dog does get sprayed, which happens a lot,
Yeah.
citrus does work. Tomato juice, orange juice.
Tomato
There-
juice?
There are commercial sprays that you can get at any of the pet stores, Tractor Supply. That is a skunk off type of stuff you can wash your dog in. But trust me, I had a dog once got sprayed right in the face. I opened the door and ran through my legs upstairs underneath the bed and rubbed his face in the carpet. And I had to tear the whole carpet out of the bedroom and throw it out. So they can do some damage.
Okay, well, that's Malloy's smelly subject matter report, all right? You don't have to reply. You don't have to report on that, Raymond. Commissioner, do you have any comments?
I have no
They're
comment.
going to go home and tell their kids that owls eat skunks. Trust me. But they're going to remember one thing out of today's meeting. That's what it's going to be.
Well, we need a motion, commissioners.
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
Mr. Bernard,
Yes.
Mr. Malloy,
Yes.
Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, and have a happy 4th of July, everybody.